Hello, dear students, and welcome to our online discussion club. My name is Neil Bakiev, and I'm your English teacher from New Zealand. Today, we'll be talking about social media. Would you like to improve your speaking skills? And would you like to learn how to talk about social media? There are several ways for you to do it. Firstly, you could use our speaking correction service, which costs $20. You can record your answers to the discussion questions in an MP3 file. To use the service, visit the online discussion club course on my website, which is IELTSTOEFL.com, to find the speaking correction service option. Upload your MP3 file there for detailed corrections and feedback. The next possible option is to have an individual online class, which costs $30. What you need to do is to book a private online class with me. In this session, we will discuss your answers and I will provide personalized feedback. Contact me on Telegram to register for individual classes. And the last option is to participate in our online discussion club, which costs $10 per person. All you need to do is just to join a group discussion with up to 8 students. Each participant will share the answers and you will receive feedback from both me and other students. Each session lasts for 60 minutes. Contact me on Telegram to register for the club. Alright guys, as I said, today we'll be talking about social media. Let's analyze some questions and answers that I have prepared for you. Question 1. How often do you use social media? I use social media almost every day. I'm hooked on it. When you say I'm hooked on it, that basically means that you can't live without social media. You use it all the time from morning till night. It's my go-to for staying in the loop. The phrase go to, this means something you rely on or use regularly. That's your normal thing to do. Okay? Next, staying in the loop means keeping up to date with the latest news, trends, and information. Next, for example, I always check Instagram in the morning to see what my friends have been up to lately and to get a bit of inspiration for the day. The phrase have been up to means have been doing. For example, if I ask you, hey, what are you up to? That means what are you doing now? Next, to get a bit of inspiration for the day means finding something that motivates or gives you ideas for how to spend your day. Next question. What do you usually do on social media? I mostly scroll through my feed, like posts, and share funny memes. The phrase scroll through my feed means looking through the list of posts and updates on your social media page. And share funny memes means posting humorous pictures or jokes to your own social media for others to see. Okay? Next. For instance, last week I shared a hilarious cat meme that got a ton of likes from my friends. Here, hilarious means funny. Next, and then a ton of means a lot of. Next, it's a great way to lighten the mood. The phrase to lighten the mood means to make people feel happier or less serious. Next question. What's your favorite social media platform and why? Instagram is my favorite because it's so visual. I love sharing snapshots of my life and seeing what others are up to. In this case, sharing snapshots of my life means posting photos or brief updates about your daily activities on social media. And here, what others are up to means what other people are doing at the moment. Okay, looking at what other people are doing or what they have posted. Next, for example, I posted some vacation photos from my trip to Italy, and it was fun seeing everyone's reaction and comments. So you don't want to put photos, you post photos, all right? Next, try to pay attention to this structure. It was fun, and then ing. It was fun seeing everyone's reaction. You don't want to say it was fun to see. It was fun seeing. Next, how do you feel about the impact of social media on society? In this case, impact means effect. It's a double-edged sword. Okay, this means something that has both good and bad effects. On the one hand, it keeps us connected, but on the other hand, it can spread misinformation like wildfire. Here, we've got this phrase, spread misinformation like wildfire. This means to quickly and widely share false or incorrect information. All right, next. For instance, I once saw a rumor about a local event being cancelled, which wasn't true and caused a lot of confusion. Here, the word rumor means a piece of information that may or may not be true and is spread by people. Next question. Do you think social media has changed the way we communicate? Absolutely. Social media has made communication super easy and instant. Here, the word absolutely means of course, certainly. And here, instant means quick. Next. It's like having the world at your fingertips. That means you have easy access to all information and people from around the world thanks to social media or technology. Next, for example, I can video call my friend in Australia anytime without worrying about time zones or expensive phone bills. Next question. Have you ever experienced any negative effects from using social media? Yes, sometimes I get a bit of FOMO when I see friends posting about events I couldn't attend. Here, we've got the word FOMO. FOMO here stands for fear of missing out on an important event. Just pay close attention to the first capital letters, FOMO. It describes the feeling of anxiety or regret that people get when they think others are having fun or doing something exciting without them. So you feel that other people participate in a very interesting, exciting, and fun event, but you're not there, okay? You're not one of them. So you're experiencing this feeling, FOMO. Next, for example, I felt a bit left out when my friends went to a concert I couldn't make, but I reminded myself that I can't be everywhere all the time. This means you felt like you were not included or missing something that others were experiencing, okay? A bit felt out. So it's the passive voice. That means other people left you out. So you are feeling a bit left out. It means you feel that people don't need you anymore, all right? You are all by yourself in this world and there's no one there to support or help you. And here, I couldn't make means that you were unable to go. You couldn't go. So pay attention to the word make. So I couldn't make. You can't say I couldn't do. Only I couldn't make, which means I couldn't go. Next. Do you follow any celebrities or influencers on social media? So influencers are those who have a lot of followers and can affect others' opinions or decisions, okay? I follow a few influencers who share awesome travel tips and fitness advice. For instance, I follow a travel blogger who inspired me to visit Japan. Her photos and tips made planning the trip so much easier and more exciting. In this case, tips means advice. Next, what do you think about people sharing their entire lives on social media? It's a mixed bag. In this case, it's a mixed bag means that this means something has both positive and negative aspects. Some people share way too much, but others find it a great way to connect. In this case, way too much means more than necessary. Okay? Instead of saying something, you will give too much information, and this information might be overwhelming. Next, personally, I keep things low-key and only share highlights. The phrase keep things low-key, this means to keep your activities or information private and not draw much attention. In here, share highlights means that this means you only post or talk about the most important or interesting parts of your life. Next, for example, I posted some pictures about my graduation, but I don't share daily updates about my life. Next, how do you deal with social media arguments or negativity? I try to steer clear of online drama. In this case, to steer clear of means avoid or not pay attention to. Okay. If I see negativity, I just scroll past it or mute the person. In this case, scroll past it means to continue looking at other posts without engaging with the negative content. And here, mute the person means that this means to stop seeing that person's posts or updates without unfollowing them. Next, for example, when a friend was posting lots of negative comments during a political debate, I decided to mute his posts for a while to keep my feed positive. In this case, feed means the stream of posts, updates, and content you see on your social media page. Next question. Do you think social media can be addictive? To be addictive means something that is hard to stop doing because it gives you a strong feeling or pleasure. Okay, so for example, you may start drinking a lot of alcohol and you can't give up. So drinking alcohol has become addictive for you, all right? God forbid it. For sure, it's easy to get sucked in and lose track of time. The phrase to get sucked in means to become deeply involved or absorbed in something. Next, lose track of time. This means not to notice how much time has passed because you're so focused on something. Next, that's why I set limits for myself. The phrase set limits for means that you will tell yourself, I will play, for example, video games for only 1 hour, not for 2 hours or 3 hours. Even though my game might be very interesting, but I will tell myself, stop playing because you have other things to do. Okay, so you set limits for yourself. For example, I use an app that reminds me to take breaks so I don't end up spending hours scrolling mindlessly. Here, the phrase scroll mindlessly means looking through social media or content without really thinking about what you're seeing or doing. You're just doing it because you want to waste your time or kill your time. All right, and that's it. I hope that you have learned a lot of great phrases and expressions related to social media. So try to use these phrases when talking to native English speakers. They will definitely be impressed. All right, guys, see you next time.